Hello, Jacqueline, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Because we're live here at the Rodeo.
Hello.
Hi, Tomalee. Well, we're going to let everybody find their seats for just a few minutes. And then Jacqueline and I are going to start talking with you. And I'm going to get some background here.
Yep. I think that was me.
Oh, okay. So we're just kind of fine tuning everything as you come on in. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Susan. Hi, Bougie Crafter. Christina. So as you come on in, say hello so we know you're out there. And boy, have we got some fun stuff. We've been keeping it a secret. It's been very hard, but I've had to, or I'll get in trouble.
That's
Yeah, that's right. She's whispering.
right.
But I did a good job. I did a good job. So everybody join us on the link and be sure you subscribe and like the video. And then also I want you to go to Jack Scraps and make sure you subscribe to her channel and like. She's going to put her channel down in the box so that you guys can subscribe to her channel because she'll be doing projects with this. Well, all of our designers will, but
Yes.
we're going to let the audience grow for just a minute, and then I'm going to um, introduce everybody. Well, hello, guys. Oh, thank you. Actually, I borrowed it from Charlotte because that's one thing I don't have anymore since we don't really actively go out and ride horses. I had a straw hat and it doesn't, I don't have it anymore. My daughter took it and I've never seen it since. So, yeah, so Jack Scraps, she just commented it's in blue. So be sure to head on over to her page and like it, subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of her projects because she throws some good freebies out there once in a while too. So, okay.
Freebies tonight too.
Janice, you made it. Well, hello, hello, hello to the rodeo. So, first of all, I want to say thank you for joining us for this free crop. A lot of the action is going to happen tomorrow, so I'm going to go through that with you. Checking in for, oh, hello, Janine from St. George. Um, if you are on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations or where else, I think Jacqueline might be able to put the link in here. We're also on the Country Craft Creations website on the blog. There's a link, and what you can do when you get there, just you don't have to leave. I'm getting it because I have to have it on my phone also, and it just went away. You know, you got to be fast here at these rodeos. What happens is, as soon as that gate opens, the bowl runs out. And Jacqueline, I had it up here and it's gone. We need to. You can get your
Which one are you looking for?
what their whole roundup schedule.
Oh, the event program.
The
Yeah,
event
you can get that
program.
on Scrapbookers or on the blog.
Can you tell us how to get it on Scrapbookers? I was able to go there, but I did not see a link.
Yeah, you can look under the featured tab. You can also look under guides tab. I created a guide that has all of the rodeo information under there.
Perfect. There we go. Okay, and then it's going to look like that on Shopify. It will take you over to the store, and we have the lineup. Isn't that the cutest thing? Okay, you can print this off. First one is today. Tomorrow is our lineup of all of our rodeo shows. And then you have also a list of what the designers used. Now, the one thing with what the designers use, don't worry if you don't have the paper we're using because you can't buy it yet. That is coming. That is coming. And we're going to tell you all about that and how to purchase it and where to purchase it and all those good things. Now, if you're on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, I'm not sure if this is on the blog, but is to share the picture of your cowboy or cowgirl duds.
Right.
Because you're going to get a prize. So be sure that you go over to that page, Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Join the page if you haven't already so that you can get all the info up in the feature tabs. Okay, let's look at Tamara Wilbur. Yes, they are rodeo clowns, but right now the rodeo clowns are sleeping. They're behind me, sound asleep, sound asleep. So tonight at our big rodeo, we are going to introduce to you. First of all, I want to introduce to you Jacqueline. You guys have known her as a Country Craft Creations designer on the design team for years, but she has kind of stepped into another role and well, her crafting days. So we got to get her back in there, right, Jacqueline? So she's very talented. She's been doing our graphic designs for social media, and then she has stepped into the role of creating that. If you guys remember Petals and Letters, it's still brand new. It's still on the website. You need to get that one too. It's not just for junk journaling. And that's what the designers are going to show you tomorrow in the videos. She's done another brand new junk journal. It's a whole collection. And I cannot wait to show it. We have it all. It's going to go on sale here very soon. And Janice, you don't have a cowboy nightgown? Yes, your nightgown will do, girlfriend. I've seen your nightgowns, and they're very country and western. And if you're brave enough to post that picture of you in that nightgown, you post it. Janice will wear them on the cruise. She wore them everywhere. She's pretty cute. So anyway, and so I want introducing Jacqueline to you as a major dual role: social media, advertising, our graphics, all the fun, wonderful stuff that she puts out there for all of us to enjoy, and also designer. And so she is the whole mastermind behind me going into the junk journal phase. She really, you got to do it. You got to try it. I did. So we gotten together and we go through ideas, what would be great, what you guys would like to see, and then she produces it. So we're so lucky to have her because there is nobody out there that prints on the beautiful artisan our vellum paper, your junk journal papers. You don't have to print them out yourself. You don't have to do any of that work. And so we do it for you with Jacqueline's Designs for Country Craft Creations. So everybody, I want you to give a big round of applause.
Oh my gosh.
Back to Jacqueline in the comments below. And you know what? I got to grab a Band-Aid, guys. I caught myself on the side of my desk. Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. Oh, you guys, wait till you see this stuff. Let me get my Band-Aid on. You just never know what will happen at a rodeo, right? So, first thing I'm going to do is I need to move my camera down. Are we ready to go to the big part, Jacqueline, just to open the chute and gates and let the bulls out?
Yes, let's
Are we ready? I know Jacqueline's like, yes, already. Let's get it shown. Okay, guys. So I have to do some camera adjustments here. Bear with me. Oh, you guys just wait. And I have everything on a side table, so I am going to have to get up now and then, just to let you know during. All right, now let's get some adjustments. I couldn't adjust this camera beforehand the way everything is set up. So let me grab these. Wait till you guys see this.
Thank you guys for your call outs. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you.
Yeah, you keep them entertained for just a minute. I've got to grab this one other. There we go. Collection off my side. Okay, got it.
Oh my God, Bev Parker. Bev Parker, you're the queen. You're so sweet.
Okay, guys. Are you ready? I'm glad you guys are. I'm not. Here we go. Okay. What I'm going to do here, can you guys see me okay? All righty.
Here's your sneak peek.
Start here. Are you doing a sneak peek? Okay. You guys ready? I am so excited. Howdy, gal. I am so, so excited. You guys, I can't even stand it. So,
Oh, I'm
here,
backward.
it's backwards.
I look backward.
Oh, the, oh, is mine back coming through backwards?
Yours looks good. I think I look backward. Maybe they can tell me. Nope. Oh, okay.
Sometimes with your camera. Okay. Oh, yeah, you guys can see that. I need to have it up here so I can see too. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to Country Craft Creations and Jacqueline Hart's The Cowgirl Way Junk Journal Collection. This is not all of us, so I hope you guys are in for a fun rodeo ride here, because first of all, you are going to get, two of your main designs. Is it two?
3 of all the designs, except for the plain and lined paper.
Yeah, 3. I've got 2 because I
Oh.
only grabbed 2 of each. So,
So
here
I
now
think the back. I think you're starting at the back.
is mine starting at the back.
I don't know. I got mine in order.
Well, mine might be out of order.
Okay. I'll catch up with you.
Okay. Let me grab another pack.
Okay.
She brought me a couple from over at the printer, so let me start. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay. When she brought over the samples, I hope she didn't grab for the big day. Yeah. Well, here's going to be the beautiful thing. Wait till I go through and show you guys everything. So one thing I'm going to show you is these are formatted when you cut them in half at the 5.5. Okay. And Jacqueline, also being experienced with junk journaling, she knows how to put your front and backs together. You don't have to try and do that with printing. So if this was in a junk journal, do you see how your page would beautifully, beautifully turn? And I do think mine will be out of order than yours that comes, but you have not only the beautiful front, but your backs are just stunning. And let me tell you, you get 3. So I've got 2. These are kind of like our print samples. Look at this, and please, camera, do not get blurry on me. And again, look at this. So I'm going to be doing a fun little project tonight with you. Here we are in the barn. So, oh, take my money now. Well, you wait till you see. You have seen nothing yet. This is, like I said, this is our main. This is the main. Gosh, my camera just wants to be.
Yeah, it's blurry. It looks a little blurry.
I know, and we're gonna just open my main thing here. Yeah, lately over here.
Do you want me to go through them while you talk?
Yeah, let's let Jacqueline go through them while I tell you about.
Sorry, everybody. Okay, let's start over. The Cowgirl Way.
While I get this over to see what the heck's going on.
Okay.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah, with the cowgirl hat.
Yes. So there are 3 cowgirl hats in this particular collection, and here is the back side. We have the wood grain. There's some leather pieces here, and then you also have like a fabric or animal print, but it's not animal print. It just looks like it. No animals were harmed in the making of this collection.
No, trust me. That's why my husband won't let me have a cow, because there will be no harm here.
So here is the next one.
Don't you just love it, you guys? Look at this. Howdy, Sandy.
And the back side of that.
And again, see when you fold this in half, there's your beautiful front.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the back, so stunning.
Usually on the front, I add a line or seam like down the center, and then on the back, I don't add one. That's what I've typically done so far. Here's our next design.
Here, I'll
And the back
see if I can
side.
catch up with you. Oh, yes. We are actually going to be working with this one tonight when I do a little project with you guys. Is that not the sweetest? And then we have that beautiful, hi, Nikki, beautiful red barn on the back.
There's another one with floral and leathers. And the back side of this. I love this one. It's so pretty.
Yeah, mine is, I don't know what happened at the printer here, Jacqueline, on the sample pack. Mine's kind of out of whack here. So I'll let you, oh, there we go. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? And again, when you fold this in half, there's her other cowgirl hat and
fold this way.
And boots. To me, that looks like boots. The way the pattern came out. And then isn't that just precious, you guys? Right there at the fence. When I get this one book done, I'll have to show you. I do have a picture of my husband leaning over a fence like that with a rope. Yeah, long time ago. But how cool will that be in there? Oh, okay. We're upside down. I see.
Yeah. Show you some of the up close here.
Oh, yes. Hi, Julie. One of my favorites. I just love it. And again, so when it's folded, and you'll see the things that you can use on here in just a moment. And then, so when it's in a junk journal, this would be your setup. If you do the half pages.
Mm-hmm. Next is the barrel. Yeah.
No, the sheets will be it's in a pack. So I don't do the single sheets. You know, even Prima's gone to that. You end up having so many single sheets. I know even with Prima, I can't buy single sheets in their new collections anymore. They have the cost effectiveness. So yeah, it will be, but the price, you guys, the price, you get 3 sheets. There's like 27 and 24 pieces in each. So you get a lot of paper for, let me tell you. Okay. Is that your hat number 3?
Yes, hat number 3.
There we go.
Howdy, Donna.
No, yeah, that's the one, isn't it? Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hat number 3. Mine was in a terrible mess. Somebody let that bowl loose, let me tell you, and he went wild. And again, in your junk journal, oh, Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I actually use that. I'll show you in the little project here in a moment. And that one I showed early on, didn't I? I sure did.
Yeah.
Beautiful enough to frame, you guys. Beautiful enough to frame. If you'll notice, that's our background on our TV, on our video screen.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's where Jacqueline's precise, she just knows exactly how to put these junk journals together. So yes, she has done amazing, and we've had some blood, sweat, and tears. She, with the printer and formatting, but she has got it. It's just amazing.
So the collection will come with 2 different sets of lined and what I call blank pages. So you have lined pages here on the front with the lace, and then on the back you get the lace but no lines for those that prefer that. And then you have the second option. I love this one. It looks so
Donna, these are 8.5 by 11. So your junk journal, of course, you can trim. You can trim down. She's left enough borders around, and I'll show you. I did trim this for a project that I'll be making. But when you fold them in half, they're 5.5 by 8.5, and then no lines. Okay, did we get through that one?
Yep.
Okay,
that was the Cowgirl Way hybrid junk journal collection.
And so I want to show you, since that's fresh in our mind before we move on. This is the little project I'm going to do with you tonight to show you that you can take an 8.5 by 11, which is really nice because I'm loving it. I still love my 12 by 12 cardstocks, but with the printed cardstocks, you have less waste. And so you can cut these down. And I even fussy cut one of the little images to put on the back. And you don't have to, you can cut the image so that you can use it on a smaller project. And these are from the 8.5 by 11. I just love that one.
That's so cute.
And of course, Lexi walked in and says, "Mima, my pictures will look good in there," because I have her when she was little out in the pasture with our horses. So I did cut our little cow there, and then photo space. So it's just a nice little project that you can use as a card. So I used 2 sheets. Let me show you that. And I used the backs. So, and we're going to be creating this tonight so that you can see how you can work the smaller papers. Okay. Do we do the salt patterns and solids or the add-on?
I have the companion pack next if you want. That shows them all the ephemera and everything. And then we could do the solids.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Then she's created. And I can't promise what order this is in. I'm hoping it's in the right order. So here we have the Junk Journal Companion Pack. And so your companion pack has all of your ephemera, all of your extra things that you would put into a junk journal. And then let me tell you, she's even gone to great lengths, you guys, to make sure that you can use a scan and cut with this. Now, we haven't tested it with the Cricut. I guess Cricut has a scan and cut?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I thought they did now.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe you have to use, I don't know. I just use it for cutting. But my brother Scan and Cut will cut every one of these out beautifully.
Yeah, I just did mine tonight, cut out all my ephemera, and it worked great. There was only a few um, little mishaps, which might have been me, but, but it worked wonderful.
So here we have, and of course, the turquoise blue, most famous cowgirl color. So you will have a calendar. You'll actually have two, and then look at the bandana on the back. Are you just dying with that turquoise blue? Oh, okay. Donna Marie says the new ones do. So I
Oh,
really do need to test that out. And you've got a tracker to do notes top three. Isn't that just awesome, guys? Then we have it in a deep brown. And if you don't need a calendar, then what you do is you use the back, and that becomes beautiful matting for the Cowgirl Way or extra sheets that I'll show you here that you can use. But you've got your two calendars. And then, oh, I know, look at this. And I cannot wait to show you how I use one of these. So this will fold in half.
so these are what I call covers that you could put your
Yeah,
traveler's
tell them how
notebook
you would
in or
use your
journal.
covers.
Yeah, so you can score actually here on the ends, down the center and here, and fold it over and just make like a traveler's notebook with it, or this could be the cover to your junk journal. If you want a wider one, then you score on the outside, but you can use it multiple ways, or just cut in half and use this as your cover image.
Mm-hmm.
Even included something here as well.
And this is the vellum that I use on when printing all the paper. So it's going to score beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Look at that. Now, how many old farmhouses do you? I'll tell you what. This just reminds me of the wallpaper in my grandmother's farmhouse in Missouri. Okay. Uh, and this is Jacqueline's other book cover. Again, like she mentioned, you can use this as your junk journal cover. And we have about the same color, but a different pattern. Love, love these. So these are, let me turn this over to the back. These are your journal cards. And then I'll probably miss a couple, but she's going to let you know on a couple of tips, like where this one is your, look at this, Heirloom Palette Company.
It's a paint swatch. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can use it like for a bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
And then the back, of course, there's no back on these. That one doesn't have a back. But the journal cards.
Yeah. They'll line
up to these backs. Yeah. I love the Highland cow. Just so pretty.
Like here are mine cut out. So.
Oh, there we go. She's going to show them to you guys.
So they end up like this. We got it right this time.
Yeah. That took some work. That's okay. The first time, there's going to be things we learn on the first. Now.
That's right. Now, everything that you're seeing, you get two of in this pack. I don't think we said that.
Oh, no, I did not. And then these fun tags. Now, again, you're going to put this in your scan and cut. I'm going to try out my Cricut this weekend. But you can put this in your scan and cut, and it's going to cut. She has formatted it so it will go through and it will cut. And then if you have any troubles, you can definitely give us a holler, and we, can help you troubleshoot there. But
yeah, these that are closer together, the scan and cut will just cut it out as one big group, and then you can just cut easily in between them if you want. I actually cut these by hand, but you could do either way.
These. Oh, let me get my ruler for you. I have lost my ruler.
What does she want? What size are the tags?
These ones or the other ones?
The journal cards are 3 by 4, and these are larger.
2.5 by 5.
Yeah. But then you have some smaller tags in here as well.
Yeah, so 2.5 by 5. This one, gosh, I don't know. How do you, well, wait a minute. We're talking to me. How do I lose anything? Probably over there in a pile. These ones are also, these are a little bit bigger. Let's not do centimeters, shall we? Well, that was, yeah, it was. This one is 2 3/4 by 4.5. So 2 3/4 by 4.5, and these are 2.5 by 5. Oh, look at this, you guys. And you want to tell them about these?
Yes. So what we have over here is your standard tabs that you can use on your pages. But over here, we have paperclip toppers. And then at the bottom, you have 3 separate borders. Again, I use Cricut, or I use my Scan and Cut to cut this out, but it cuts it out as a block. And actually, I had a little trouble. It cut into the white. So I would recommend just cutting these borders by hand. It's not really that difficult. I mean, this one has some mounds, but other than that, but all of these cut out perfectly. I wanted to show you that.
Did you see this cut in half right here, and this just being a pocket?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you fold it in half because it's right there in the center, and then you've got yourself a beautiful pocket right there with the whole amount. And she put the instructions right here at the top on how to create your paperclip toppers. So she's going to show us those.
Yeah, so you just score down the center and fold it over. You're going to want to ink the edges probably. And then take your paper clip, not this one because the color doesn't match, but you glue this down on the inside. You want to glue it up here at the top, just so that you have your 2 loops at the bottom. So see right where that loop ends, I would glue up to that point. Don't like put it all the way in there. And then just glue these 2 pieces together, and then you'll have a cute little paperclip topper.
Oh, adorable. She has put so much in for your junk journals. You won't need anything from the outside world. Look at this. This is one of my favorites. It's because of the postcard. Isn't that just beautiful? Then you got some pockets. And these are just for fun, right, Jacqueline? And again, did your Scan and cut those out for you?
Yeah, it cut these out really well. I had to increase the color, and then it picked up everything really well to cut out.
Isn't that just adorable? And look at, you've got bandana print here. Super fun. I love this. Journaling spots. So you can cut this out as one. You could cut them out single. I would leave it as one, or maybe cut it in half and make 2 journaling different tags, because you're going to see the shadow of the cowgirl there.
Yeah.
Love that.
And these ones you're seeing now are single-sided because these are typically going to be glued down.
This one, look how cute. You've got your feed sack. You got to have a feed sack. Then you have to have your heifer and your bowl, because every rodeo needs a heifer and a bowl, right? And then you got your kids and beautiful, beautiful horse. Beautiful, beautiful bay horse. And
again, for the feed sack, you're going to just score down the center and close that up. I would leave this open. You could have secretive journal, add a photo in there, and then journal on the back side as well. Isn't that cute?
That's adorable. Yes. So lots to play with. A lot more than what you would normally get, trying to download, trying to print. And actually, I've done the print at home. And this is so nice and convenient. And trust me, you guys, with your support, this isn't going to be the last one. No, none of we have got so many, and we're only halfway through what I need to show you on the junk journal part. We have so many ideas, and Jacqueline and I just sit there and we were throwing them out at each other. Oh, look at her cows! Now you cut those out on your scan and cut,
Yeah.
and they come out just like that, so perfect.
Hmm.
Now, do you put like a 0.4 border or anything, or you just scan it and tell it to cut it?
No, I just scanned and cut it out. I didn't do a border.
Oh, how awesome! So
I did
see,
add a border on these when I created them, so it has just this, a slight border.
and I think Jacqueline has an older video where she
Oh, yeah.
shows how to do her scan and cut. So you guys just go to her YouTube channel and you'll see her older video for scanning and cutting. Now you've got, look at all these. Look at all these. So you got all the leather words. Stories told around the campfire. Oh, isn't it just, it's just beautiful. Look at this. And 2 sheets of those.
Yeah. Here's
And let's see. Oh, there we go. She's got them all cut out for us.
Yeah. I love the little bow.
Yeah, I love the bows.
Really cute.
Oh yeah, and you know what, you guys, please, if you're please, and on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, don't hesitate to holler if you need any help. There's another video that it's not ours, but it is another lady that makes it really easy. But Jacqueline's is one I usually do go back to, and it reminds me how to do it when I forget how I need to do it. And my scan and cut's right behind me. I need to just leave it out and start using it more. Okay, beautiful pocket, and I'll tell you what, beautiful, oh, beautiful horse. That just is a gorgeous photo. And then you've got the boots and the wildflowers. The tag, I believe it's in the pocket.
Yeah, what I wanted to tell them about that is you can score on your 3 sides here to make your pocket, and then this is the back to make your library pocket. So then it just goes over top like that. Then you can use your library card to go into it.
Oh, this is the back.
Yeah, this is the back to make a library
so you glue
card.
it down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to watch Jacqueline demonstrate that for us. And this paper score is so nice.
My scan and cut did eat it a little bit right there, but other than that, it worked out good.
You got ink. That'll take care of it.
Yeah. Now, what I like to do is just wrap these around the back of the library pocket. I know some will take it like this and glue it on like this, but when you go to put your tag in there, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I like to wrap it around the back side, because what we end up doing is gluing this down to our page, or we make it a pocket as well here. So now these just slide right in real easy. So that's how I would do it.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. This and the other one fits in here. Of course, some of the other tags will fit in there as well. This one. Or did I make it too big? I must have increased the size, but you could cut it down just
Oh, yeah, you can trim that right
put it in there. Yeah, it's just a hair bigger. But that's how that's supposed to work for the library pocket. And then these are just regular, you glue on 3 sides.
Oh, glue these on there. So they're just your little tuck pockets.
Yeah.
Okay. And then look at this. So this is your freebie. When you purchase the collection, so the only way to get the freebie, and it's printed out for you, is the mini book. And look at, you guys, these are the actual sizes. Have you seen these little mini books? Look what Jacqueline's got. You can use them to hang on the end of your book.
Yeah.
You can use them for gift tags on packages. But I mean, look at this. Are they not adorable? Yep, there you go, Janice. There's your minis, and I want a barn just like that one.
Yeah, I'll be doing this in my video for tomorrow, if all goes well. Yeah, we've had some busy days, haven't we? It's been crazy. Oh, baby tag.
Okay, you know what? I love seeing that everybody's out there saying I love these minis because I'll tell you what, she was pulling my teeth.
Yes.
Everybody's loving. I said, What are you gonna do with that mini? And then she makes it and shows me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen?
People are making little mini bookcases too, and these go in there. They're so cute.
I guess, yeah, I need to pay more attention to the junk journal world.
So you only get one of these because it's a free with purchase for the companion pack.
Ooh, you know what? Oh, it's only one. Okay, I've
Yeah.
got two because they were
Yeah.
samples.
Yeah.
Super cute. Okay.
So that's the companion pack.
That's our companion pack. And now you're probably thinking, well, I need a little bit more because you've got all this beautiful, let me get everything put back together so I don't get it mixed up. You've got all of this absolutely beautiful paper, but you know, we need something that's going to coordinate, right? And so Jacqueline,
Right,
thought of
Nicole?
that too. You ready? We've got the patterns and solids. The patterns and solids. Okay, I'm losing my string here. You've got the patterns and solids, and I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to cut that out because that is just adorable. The graphics she made to go with our junk journal collection. I mean, that's one of my favorites. I need to actually make some stickers out of that. But I love it. Okay, let's start in because every best dressed rodeo queen needs to have her plaid shirt and her solid pants, right? Usually her blue jeans, but so you're going to get two of each, and we have the coordinating beautifully coordinates with this whole collection. You get two of each. You get the plaid on the front and the solid on the back.
And there's distressing around it so that it matches the collection.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's going to be beautiful in between those pages of your junk journal. Oh, there's the turquoise blue. And distressings on all of this. Then you have your kind of rusty brown, rusty on the front, and then brown is just gorgeous. So there's 8 sheets. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 sheets of your patterns and solids. And if you just love it all and you say, I have to have it all, well, guess what? We've put together a package for you. I feel like I'm on HS and QVC. We have put together a package it'll be on the website. And I guess it's going to be going live here soon after we're done. Am I right?
Yes.
You can purchase so that you get, because you want everything, right? You want Junk Journal Companion Pack, the journal, the main collection, and this one. Well, you could use the back sides for your masculines.
Yeah.
But this was made, it's the Cowgirl Way. So this was made for the cowgirl. The cowboy, you definitely could. Cowboy right there.
I mean, this is Cowboy.
What cowboy wouldn't want no cowgirl, right? Oh yeah, you could definitely split this between cowboy and cowgirl.
Do they not like any roses? Any flowers?
But I do want to I've got to bring another thing over because, oh my gosh, the girls did such an amazing job for me in the warehouse. I've got a lot of goodies that's going to, after I show the third collection. Now, we did not put this in. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You did get everything. But I think your box made from scrap is in another state. But yeah, you will get everything. because you're a designer. Um, these three we put together in a package for you.
Yep.
So if you want to purchase all of them, you can purchase all of them, and you don't have to purchase them separately. Let me just put a clip on this so that
It's an easy button.
yeah, we did the easy button for you. So you can get the Cowgirl Way, the companion pack, patterns and solids, all in one. Okay, and you're looking at, well, over what, 75 papers, if not more. I guess I should have counted them. You're looking at 75, 80 papers. Now that's
Freebie.
and a freebie. You get the free mini book. Okay, let's move this to the side because this is my favorite and I've been playing with this and I can't not wait to show you what I've been playing with because I want to show you definitely how. I'm not going to show you the cover. It will give it away. I'm going to show you how you can use this in a mini album. Mini albums do not have to be huge. These are the perfect size too. So you just wait. I am excited to show you. The Cowgirl Bride. Even if you're not going to be a bride or there's not going to be a bride in your family, you still might want this because you will want it for a gift. I promise. It's amazing.
Tamara, if you want to make your image bigger, because I don't have that collection.
Oh, you don't have this one. Okay.
Yeah. That way they don't miss out.
Okay. Can you guys see all right? So the Cowboy Bride. Let me show you what the Cowboy Bride has. And the Cowboy Bride, it looks like
Cowgirl Bride.
I mean, Cowgirl Bride. We have one. Yeah, not the Cowboy Bride. we have these envelopes, and you've got a beautiful pearl border, but this is a weekly budget envelope, and I did put one together. We just got this, so yes, Jacqueline did not get hers yet. And your envelope has this one: officiant's fee, marriage license, wedding planner, ceremony site, reception. So if you do things kind of the old-fashioned way, you can pop those checks right in there. And this one was your weekly budget planning or wedding budget planning ceremony. And I'll show you how I'm going to use those in just a minute in the project I'm doing. And then you've got your reception on here. So those are your envelopes, your budget envelopes.
And there's borders on those as well.
Oh, yes, the pearl borders. And then this one, look at this. So this has the old Cowboy West or Cowgirl Western. Look at those shoes. Very old, like it's a really old film strip. The stationery, and then you've got wedding attire. And this will all go with the other collections. So you can mix and match. Mm-hmm. We have the photographer and video. And look at these darling little tags. Look at this little bookmark. But you can use it for so many other things.
Yeah, that's a slimline pocket. And on the next page is the actual bookmark that can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, cutie. Florals and decor. There's that slimline bookmark. Music and entertainment. And gifts and favors. So wedding party gifts, parents, welcome gifts. She's thought of everything when it comes to this wedding planner. And you know, how many times have you needed a specialized wedding planner and you just can't find one? Well, we got one for you. And look at this. I've already used one. I have to show you. And these are not hard to fussy cut. I just fussy cut the one I used. You've got some beautiful pockets here. This one I scored. This one is going to be just the tuck pocket. Mm-hmm. And then you have your tabs. You can tab your junk journal. Honeymoon prep, reception, music, photography, guest list, flowers, weekly budget, and wedding checklist. Now we get down to the actual planner. I love this. So 12 months before, 9 to 11 months, 6 to 8, 4 to 5, 2 to 3, and then it will go on the back page. There you go. That's why we turned it when we talked about it, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So when it is in a junk journal, so if you like to make signatures that just go on and you don't sew them and you like to put them on the elastic, this way you can pull it out. And then on the back side, you have your 1 month before, 1 week, day, the wedding day, relax and soak it all in. I love that. And then after the wedding, and again, in your junk journal, it's the perfect size. Okay, and we've got 2 of those. Look at this. Okay, this one I did cut out, so I have to show you this one.
So I made this paper and realized it didn't really go with the theme of the Cowgirl Bride, but it actually went with the Cowgirl Way. So since we wanted them all to blend, she's like, we have to use this paper.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I made a folder out of it.
Like I said, I've been playing with it. Sorry about, I got to open my package here that I've been keeping what I'm cutting separate. And I should have grabbed it out because I cut it and then I inked it. Oh, I'm running out of space here. So it's a file folder. I know. And now Lexi was down here and she says, I need a brown truck for my wedding. I'm like, yeah, I think we all do. I just love it. But isn't that gorgeous? So you can also glue up one side so things won't fall out if you want to use it for receipts. It's going to have a lot of fun uses. I love that so much. Okay. And here's the big reveal. She said yes. I said yes. So another book cover, and that's what I want to show you guys.
No, that's just a regular page.
Yeah, and I used parchment paper, but look at this. So this is going to be the cover of this planner, wedding planner. And I used our pink from the plaid and solids page to back it. And then the parchment paper, the artisan parchment, and it's beautiful cover. So it does limit. Your albums will be 5.5 by 8, or you could even go on some of these 4 by 6. You can't go any bigger. You really can't go any bigger than 5.5 by 8. But it's a good size album, especially for a planner. So that was my cover. And when I saw that, I was just so inspired. I'm like, okay, I got to get to work. I only have 5,000 other projects, but I got to make this one. So you can cut those right in half. In your junk journal, you'll have your writing space, which would be really cute to tell your story of your engagement.
Yeah, and the way that the wedding checklist works, if you fold it and you put it next to the back of that paper, it lines up to where you'll have writing on one side and the checklist on the other. So if you fold, yeah.
So if we fold it, so you could even take this and just sew it down the center, and they'd be nice and stiff, and then she could have it that way too. So you've got writing, wedding checklist, more for notes. And then what a beautiful keepsake for the bride to have, after her wedding. And it's so beautiful you can display it. Then we have her wedding dress. A little more formal wedding hat. So on the inside here, you've got your wedding budget.
Right.
Ceremony.
Yeah, those correspond with the envelopes. So you can keep the detail and the envelopes, and you put the overall amount on that page to get your total budget.
Perfect. I just love those with the little touch. Look at the eucalyptus up there to give it a little touch of that turquoise, but not too dark. She kept it very subtle for those wedding flowers. Just love it. And so again, this is your wedding flower checklist, which is one thing I know from having all my kids get married. You do forget, did I get the bride, grooms, bridesmaids, and then the mother, the ring bearer. So everything's here. And the nice thing is it's down to earth. It's really what you're going to use at a normal person's wedding. I'm not talking about one of those high end, great big, at the hotels where they do everything for you. This is the Cowgirl Way. And then look how gorgeous. So are you guys just dying now? Now, when you open it, you have a guest list. So you can actually write down the names. You've got two of these. So give one to the mother, give one to the mother of the groom. They can each write down their guest list. And even though they're the same on the front, that's okay. Then you can keep them together in your book. Isn't that awesome? And I love how it follows through. So now we have the ring. So the ring, and then on the inside for this one, we have our photography shot list, because that is right there. Wedding rings have been staged for the photos. So it kind of tells the story of what's on the inside, your photography shot checklist. And this is a great thing to give if you're, oh my gosh, I don't know what I should do. If you're just going to be doing your own photos, the bride will have it right there in order. And this is, I just love this one. This is my favorite cowgirl hat out of all of them. I love the colors. And I want a backyard venue like that. Isn't that pretty? I know, Janice. Where was this when me and my husband were getting married? And it was, I know, when Lexi saw it, she's like, oh, are you kidding me? And this is our music checklist. Do you want ceremony, cocktail hour, reception, special dances, and reception highlights? And then look, I'm just dying. Okay. Who doesn't want a beautiful wedding cake like that? I mean, that right there. Gorgeous. So your reception setup, table and seating, decor stations, and special touches. This would be also nice to have for the mother of the bride and just married. Again, beautiful wedding album, because you're just not going to use this. You're going to bring in your Cowgirl Way. This right here, all of this is going to go with this. So you're going to have a ton of stuff to work with. And then if you still want more, you can bring in your companion pack. Your companion pack is huge. And you definitely can use the journal cards in here. You can use the backs of all of these collections. It's going to just be absolutely amazing. And this one, I love this, the honeymoon prep. How many times? I mean, they leave the honeymoon prep off of a lot of planners before you go and packing essentials. Now, you're probably saying, now I need some other stuff to go with this. Yes, you do. And I'm going to show you in just a moment. But this is what I have started, because we really, and the designers, wait till you see what they've created. It's not just for junk journals. And we used to use a lot of 8.5 by 11 papers. When I started scrapbooking, I don't know if some of you have been scrapbooking a long time. And then they went to 12 by 12. And I am loving this because I'm not having any waste. All I did was cut a 1/4 inch top and bottom, and that was my waste. That was it. And I cannot wait to finish this for you. As you can see, I'm not finished, and I did not glue things down yet. So this is the tab that I use for wedding checklist. And I used this. I'll show you why in just a moment. And then when you pull it open, and I am going to, did my sheets fall out? I am going to be sewing sheets in here. But this was the pocket that I scored, and I've already inked things. I used my temporary. I didn't want to glue anything down. And I just want to show I can put some of my, I would put my ceremony and planning and probably a couple of envelopes in here. And then I've got my checklist right here. So that's why we also gave you two sheets, because you may need to use front and back, front and back. You're going to probably want to use front and back. And then the bride can also open it here. She'll have another pocket if she wants. And then when you close it up, oh, I thought something was stuck there. Oh, it's just flapping in the wind. I used this as a tuck pocket for right this moment to show you guys. Like I said, I just want to work on this. Here's the bride's dress. There's her wedding budget. And then I thought a really pretty place for her to put a photo of herself as in her wedding dress. I must have taken the pages out because I'm going to be sewing them in, and I wanted to show you that real quick before I show you some. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I am going to be taking the sheets that have this, and I'm going to be sewing them in on the machine so that I have them in between, and then she can also make notes in corresponding. And then over here, it doesn't like to work as well. Same thing. Then I'll take another one, and again, these came from the Cowgirl Way. I'll put those in, and I did trim everything 1/4 of an inch, and then I'll just sew those in. And I'm just going to use a quilting thread. It's not going to be anything super thick, so that again she'll have extra writing space in here. And the same thing with my file folder. This can be actually used as a page. Okay, you can put that right in the center, but I would put this further in the back. Sew it on the machine here. Isn't this so pretty, you guys? I am just dying, just dying. Now I want to show you a couple of other things that the girls put together for us at the warehouse. So let's get my favorite sheet here of She Said Yes. So we've got all of these in stock. These are the Prima flowers. Let me give you a number off the back. That way, if you want to, and I'll also write these down on the listing. So this is the Lost in Wonderland 665739, and they go so well. Look at this. We have the Prima, the white ones that you can also stain or color, the 661113. And if you're wanting most of these if you're wanting more of a, look at a fall, oh, so gorgeous. These remind me more of just kind of a fall sunlight color. And these also go with this whole collection. Oh, they're just the last four. Oh, hi, Lexi. The last four numbers, 2751. Thank you. So 2751. And we'll get these down for you. Let me get these spread out. 5090. No, it's going to be 0902. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys. Okay. From Prima. You know what? Just go on. Look at the Prima flowers. I promise you, you're going to find so many matches. Now, this is one of my favorite. And it's the 1334 Nature Academia. We still have quite a few because I bought quite a few. Look at this.
Wow, those are really good.
I know. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Then, because these are wedding, look at these from Button Galore. They are our Easter buttons. But let me get over here. These are the crosses. They were the Easter crosses. So if you want to add that to your wedding album, look how perfect. Or on the cover, you can add those. And these are, like I said, just go online, go to Prima Flowers and Button Galore. Now, we also have wedding ones, but if you'd like to have a cross on it, look at it matches the lace. It's just so perfect inside with there. Okay, that's not it. We also, they pulled me, remember this stuff, so if you want to add a little bit of the blue. Isn't it just gorgeous? Okay, you guys, this one is our crinkle ribbon, and it is number that ends in 34. So the numbers are on the website, but would you look at that? Isn't that gorgeous? Or maybe you want some white lace. You want to bring out more of the white. So we have the heart lace. We still have that in stock. And this one doesn't have a number. It's just your heart lace. Then we have the burlap. You got to have some burlap. So the burlap ribbon, this is just a raw burlap. I just love it. So these ribbons are also all online. And Lori did such a fabulous job putting these together for me. But this one I died because it looks totally different when I used it on the baby album. Do you remember? I had used it on, no, actually I'm going to use it on the celebration album I got to do. And it just goes so beautiful with this collection. I just got a couple more. I got to show you guys with this. And we're not done because we have to talk about what happens after you get married. So this is our own Country Craft Creations lace. Look at this. So this is going to be on the ivory side. And if you just look under Country Craft Creations, we have, let's go to Country Craft Creations, we have that online. And then we also have, because these are our own, we have the butterfly. You want to add the butterfly filigree, especially like on your cover. Could you imagine adding it to the cover? Oh yeah, I'm going to have to add one to the cover. Now I'm going to have some. Oh, they're so perfect. They're just gorgeous. Okay. We've gone through the wedding. I know it's a lot, you guys, but you know, at rodeos, my son, he was in the rodeo. He used to bull ride. Sometimes they go late. And that's why rodeos, you go on Friday nights, because if you don't go on Friday nights, you're never going to go to bed. But are you ready? Are you ready?
Are we going to do the card fronts or the other? Okay.
No, they're next. Okay, guys.
Are you going to put me on?
Yes. Sorry, I'm just now getting everything kind of rearranged here. We're going to add Jacqueline back in. And I'm going to be honest with you. Tomorrow you're going to see what Jen DeBelle has done. And I do wish I had her actual cards. So, you guys, we've got Country Vow card fronts. These are your, what are they called? A4, A2 cards.
Slimline.
Yeah.
These are the slimline cards.
And wait till you see what Jen DeBelle has done so that you can make your own slimline cards for that wedding gift. Or you might want to use them for bridal showers. You get 4 designs, 3 each. Mm-hmm. And they're solid on the back. So one thing you can do, you can print on these on your, now I know you can on your Cricut. So if you wanted to use it for a bridal shower and get a couple packs, and you could use just the bride. Now, the other thing that's really special about us being able to print this, if you are doing something special like that, you can call me directly at the store, and we can have like things printed for you. You just have to let me or Jacqueline know for sure. Okay, look at this, riding off to the church. Or, yeah, probably going to talk to the pastor to get them married, right? Don't you just love them? Oh my gosh, such a perfect touch. They're going to make the most beautiful wedding cards. And when you look at them and you say, oh, it's just a card. No, it's not. Wait till you see Jen Dubell's cards. Wait till you see the rest of our designers get a hold of these. So there's 3 of this one. Another thing, you can cut these out and use them for ephemera, or you can just use them for gift tags. And riding off into the sunset together. Now, our card fronts, if you if you are newer and you haven't watched the tutorial or the videos, we've had some card fronts. No, I did a tutorial also, but you do get the 2 different sentiments. One has the coloring in the back, and that is what I actually used on the front of this little project I'm going to make with you here. I used Country Love Story. Or if you like them just in the black and white, you do get one of each with the card kit. Okay, and those are online. Now,
And before we go to the next set,
okay,
if that wasn't enough, I created a slimline envelope freebie for you for attending today and part of our rodeo roundup.
Yay, thank you.
And what you will get are 2 designs.
This is free, guys.
2 slimline card designs, one floral and then one with the wood and, I don't know, pattern, animal pattern.
I love it. Oh, that's funny, Janice.
And then it also has 2 faux wax seals. I love
Look at
this
these,
one.
you guys.
I love this one.
And yes, the scan and cut will cut these out.
So cute.
Aren't they amazing? And then you just glue those on that envelope.
Yeah, so you're going to cut out the flap that goes onto the top of your envelope. I have one here to show you real quick. So I cut out the envelope. I scored it on the side. There is a rectangle, if you will, here, so you can use that as a guide. But what I do is I just go right here at the edge and then score up, and then the same on this side. And then, of course, you're going to score here. So you're just scoring your sides and the bottom flap. Take the hinge, and you're going to score this at a 1/2 inch. And then you have your flap ready to be glued on to the inside of your envelope. It will fit right where your sides should fold over nicely like that, okay? So then you add your adhesive here, fold over, add your adhesive here, take your card and you insert it. What's nice about this, it goes all the way down, but there's a little peekaboo there. And then you can add your faux envelope, your faux wax seal, and that's what it will look like.
And then for those of you that don't, you don't do cards, you turn this over and you can just write your sentiment on there. You can take some of the Cowgirl Bride or the Cowgirl Way paper. You could even make a pocket here, one of those tuck pockets, and slip in a gift card. Pop it in that freebie envelope. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So we have a quick recap before we talk about what's next. You guys aren't going to believe what's next. We have the Country Vow card fronts. So make sure you keep these names: Country Vow, the Cowgirl Bride, and the Cowgirl Way, Junk Journal, companion pack, the Cowgirl Way hybrid junk journal pack. The reason the main collection, it's a hybrid because it can be used other than junk journals, as you've seen. Now this one too, I know. Wait till our designers all get a hold of more of this and make their albums amazing. And then we have the solids and plaids. So we have the solids and plaids, the main junk journal collection, the junk journal companion pack, and the junk journal. And the junk journal Cowgirl Bride and Country Vows. So while I set those aside, because we've got them married, okay? We've got them out of the chute. They've gotten on the bull. They're taking off on their horses. So what happens next? I'll show you in a minute what happens next. Well, first of all, we're going to decide if it's a girl or, oh my gosh, I have got so much here to grab. You're not going to believe this. Or is it a boy? I know, and I'm dumping everything on the floor. Hey, I can't tell you how excited this whole thing is because
Janice.
I know, where has this been? I needed this for I got to go back and put pictures of my kids in these. So we have little cowgirl. So hopefully the ultrasound said it was a girl, right? We have little cowgirl. And then we've also got, and these coordinating colors for my colors will be on the website, but you can also use some of the junk journal pack. So let's take a look at our little girl in the 12 by 12.
Tamara, if you want to take me off the camera, you can, so they can see a bigger.
Oh, okay. Okay, we've got little cowgirl. Okay, let me tell you, we did not get these die cut because, let me tell you, I have to have a ton to die cut. So again, fussy cutting these is super, super easy, but you're going to get 2 of them. So you're going to get 2 of your little die cut tags and you can just fussy cut. And then on the back is the blue and pink plaid. So there's 2, and I got to find some room where to put these papers. Okay, then we have our cut aparts. Hats off to this little lady, Wrangling Heart since day one. And these pink boots, they were pink because Lexi actually had, and we still have them. I think my other granddaughter has them. They don't fit anybody anymore. I need to get them back, or did I give them? I may have given them to Lexi. Anyway, tiny boots and big dreams. Then you have your cute borders down here at the bottom. And we have the brown plaid on the back. Again, you can use this over here. You're going to get so much use out of these papers. It's not even funny. You guys, it's just amazing how well everything just goes together. And, you know, we weren't going to do a junk journal bride without doing a baby boy and girl. Oh, you have your, yeah, okay. Lexi does have her pink. So now, yeah, they're hers. And I'll tell you, it's not junk journal-y looking, but the colors will work. Oops, and you get 3. Don't forget, with Country Craft Creations, you get 3. And there's our little teddy bear. She's out there learning how to rope. And this actually would be really cute with a for a bridal shower. My friend that was just here a little bit ago, in fact, her daughter had the ring bearer, he came out and the rings were tied on a flower on the bottom of the lucky horseshoe. Such a cute picture. Such a cute picture. Okay. Because we wanted to add the blue and the browns because it's girl, but we got to have denim because this is cowgirl. So we have the denim, lots of cute little cow print, and then the pink and brown polka dots. Super cute. This would be super cute for a layout. And unless you have a little cowgirl, then you understand the cute little layout. So especially if you're teaching her how to ride horses. Then we have our cow print on the back. Now she's going to her dress and her boots. She's getting ready to be a rodeo queen. And again, you have that beautiful pink plaid that can also work. Okay, we have our mini horses. She's not big enough yet for them big horses. So we're going to put her on some mini horses and a pink rope so she can learn to rope. Oh, how cute. And you know what? Nicole, made from scrap, had a cowboy for her grandsons. So wait till you see the cowboy. And that has that denim texture to it. And then here we are on the bandana. So we have some more of that brown bandana. Again, this has more of the vintagey feel, but you definitely can bring in some of these other elements from these papers. And there's that scene again, but now our little cowgirl, she's out there camping, hanging up her clothes. But we put together for you, Lori did. So she's put together, and these will be listed on the website for you guys. The My Colors cardstock, this one is Night Flyer Lily. Okay. Then we have, oh yeah, they changed them to the bottom. Oceanside. Let's kind of put things out here for you. And we have Sandy Beach. And of course, what little cowgirl doesn't need a little sparkle? So this one is our Pink Delight, My Colors, and it's their shimmer. Gosh, so many papers. I can't remember everything. But look at the colors there together. So beautiful. And that is Little Cowgirl. Whoops. Oh, I got to get my rope back together. Okay. Now, with Little Cowgirl, let me get back to the beginning here. And I'm going to show you the 8x8. But before I go on, I want to show you this. We just got in some brand new ribbons. Seersucker. Oh my gosh. Can you say, oh my gosh? Now, maybe you're not wanting your girl pink. That's why we've got the denim blue in there. I mean, these are still in the box. So we have it in the two different colors. This is not on the website yet. I've got to get these on the website. And it's seersucker. So just like those old little dresses your mama used to make for you. I just love them. Then we've got, let's see what she's put together. Okay. We're also putting these together for you. We're going to be doing a ribbon package, but it will be online this weekend. So we have our new, this isn't crinkle, but it's a sheer, can't remember exact name for it, but it'll be in there. And of course, the brown and white checkered. Then we have the brown seam binding. double-sided pink and brown, and the pink and brown polka dots. So the ones that will be in the ribbon package will not include these guys. It will be this is also dual-sided. Isn't it perfect? Absolutely perfect. Then we have the seam binding, and we have our polka dots and our brown plaid. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, you guys, so excited. And let's take a peek at what else is here at the rodeo, and it's the 8x8. So for the 8x8s, I'm just going to kind of go through a little bit faster because same graphics, just different scale. I always recommend that you get an 8x8 and a 12x12. Again, you've got 3 sheets of each. You're gonna be able to make more than one project. And the designers, when they get it, they will be getting both usually. So you need to and you need to have both sizes because sometimes you just need that 8x8 for the background paper. So they made the announcement. Oh, wait, I have. But what happens if it's not a baby girl? We'll keep everything together here. You know what? I don't know yet, Janice. So when I get done, I have one more to show you. She will let us know that. Okay. So maybe she's having a boy, or maybe she's going to have twins. So here's our little cowboy. Oh, she's working on that right now, guys. Oh, I forgot to. Sorry, I have got to go back. I've got to go back to this because I forgot. You guys, you have to see this. Our granny's buttons, our granny pink. You're going to want those. And then look at this doodle pop. Okay. Are you just dying right now? So the doodle pop, this one is called Giddy Up. You're going to want a doodle pop. The Giddy Up doodle pop. Isn't that the sweetest thing? I mean, look at this. It has to go back here. Hold on. There we go. Is there a glare? That is our Giddy Up doodle pop and the granny buttons, the Country Craft Creations. Had them for years, but we keep them in stock because we know how much you guys love them. Or maybe you're just not into horses, but you want a piggy, or maybe you want both. Look at the pink piggy. I know. And I look at this. Did you know this pink piggy even has a mud puddle? Yes, absolutely adorable. So your piggy and your Giddy Up will go fabulous with this one. Okay, back to our boy. You know, the girls always have to have more. So this is our little cowboy. This kind of mirrors. We just changed the colors to hats off to this little fella. And look, oh, did you guys see this onesie? Are you just dying over this? But look at, hats off to this little fella. Look at this little doodle pop. Isn't that the cutest? And of course, you're going to want the buttons in blue. Okay, the back of our cut aparts is the plaid, and it's just gorgeous. Just love it. Then we have our little tags, 2 sheets of each. That way too, you have the plaid on the back. Love it. Sheriff's badge, cow print. Then we have the rope on the red. denim background. And we have, and I just love it. I just love the feel of this paper. It has that texture. And then we have the cute little pacifiers, and everything's got the cow print on it. So, a nice thing too, if you do have twins where these mirror each other, but one's boy, one's girl, then how fun is it to have kind of a matching albums? And then on here, we've got What's Moo. You can put a little Moo doodle pop on there. Look how cute this is. So we've got the little Moo and the little farmer guy. And we have our lucky horseshoes again. I love the blue plaid. Now, your blue plaid, some of it will work with your little girl too. And then there's that fun scene. Cow print. I just love the paisley and the denim look. Oh, well, thank you, Tina. And there's that full paisley on the back. Just love this one. Of course, I love brown. I just love a brown background. And then again, you have that brown bandana that will go with this. And there's our little cowboy. Put a little, look how cute that is. How cute. So let's take a look here at our coordinating cardstock. And again, the names are listed with the listing so that it will be right in there with it. So we have Firecracker. And let's see, Firecracker maybe is not the best. I don't know if you guys noticed, but did you see his little passy here? It's so cute. Okay, let me get, the one when I match my colors, I like to use the cover sheet or the cut aparts. So we're going to start with Firecracker. Moonstone. Now, Moonstone is one of the heavier ones. My colors has 100-pound also. So we have Moonstone, Firecracker. Oh, and also Dutch Blue. So Dutch Blue will go with both. Let's just kind of poke that back there. And the Night Flyer Lily. Which, no, sorry, that was the other one. This is Allspice. So Allspice for this one. So those will be your 4 of my colors. And then again, you can bring in your seersucker. Or, let's see, we've got the red twine. Great for your tags. But you guys, look at this. Is that not perfect? We've got the blue on one side, the brown. It's going to be so pretty. Then you've got your polka dots. And your red gingham. And it has the tan background, so it matches perfectly. So much. Well, you don't want it too perfect. You do want some variation there. But, and then again, your good old-fashioned twine is going to go with either of these collections. The colors are just so beautiful. And then your buttons. You need to have your granny buttons. And then if you want a couple of doodle pops just to have some fun with it on the inside. I know. It was so much. So we knew we had to start off with our rodeo so that you guys could see everything. Now, this paper just got picked up like really early. I mean, this week. So the designers haven't had time. None of us have had time to work with it, but we will. We're going to get it out to our designers and get projects for you guys made. Again, our 8x8, which is smaller graphics. And I really like the 8x8s for the back sides. I like to use the back sides a lot. And also, these are great for junk journals because of the weight of the paper. And if you've used my collections, you know the artisan, it is a vellum. It's 87 pounds. I get a lot of emails. There's no such thing. Yes, there is, because everyone thinks vellum is see-through, but there's actually a vellum that is not see-through, and it's this. Isn't that fun? And it has a beautiful texture to it. And that is our new Cowboy lineup for the Rodeo collections. Now my desk looks like the Cowboys are all over. So we've got little Cowboy, we got little Cowgirl, we've got the Cowgirl Way, we've got the Cowgirl Bride. I mean, we've just got so many fun things for you guys to now work with that, gosh, this has taken a while. I didn't know it was going to take so long. So what I'm going to do now is check our schedule because we want to give away some prizes. If you remember in the beginning, if you go to Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, then you need to post a picture. Just go into the featured tab and you're going to see where you can post a photo of yourself in your cowgirl wear or cowboy wear, whatever you like to wear, your Western wear. Yes, we have been busy. So I know a lot of you, I have been really quiet, but we've been busy. We haven't had time really to talk. And that's not all, because we've got a brand new collection for the retreat in September that everybody's going to use. And we were busy with that. And we've been very busy. So it's been awesome. So many fun things. But right now I'm going to bring Jacqueline on stage if she's ready. We are going to play a fast-moving, out-of-the-chute cow crafter game. Just in case we have any guys out there, how do you call it? Out of the chute. You know, you guys, we open the chutes, let the bulls out or the horses. Because what I'm going to do is really quick, I am going to shout out, and the first one, but I got to wait for Jacqueline because she's got to write them down. And I think, she just got the Slimline envelope up, guys. So the link is above, and she'll put it in Scrapbookers.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, it is available now on the digital mercantile on the web. She'll explain how to go find that.
Yeah, it's on the blog that we set up for today. So that's the link that I gave you. Or if you just go to the website, just go to the digital mercantile store and you'll find it there.
Jacqueline, you can't get the link to work, Janice?
What link?
That you just posted in the comments.
Of course.
I know, you guys, our website's been screaming at us today. So Jacqueline will get that fixed. And let me tell you about the game. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play a game like I said, it's just out of the chute real quick, but she's got to go fix the website. And the first person who answered, so the first person whose comment comes up that we see is going to get a Happy Mail prize. But Jacqueline has to be online with us so that I will call out the questions. She will be able to write down the winner. But let's see what she... Is it on the digital mercantile? Oh, it's on the digital mercantile, guys. Here it is.
Yeah. I just printed it. I just sent a new link out.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, it's working because, I just got a notification. Okay, guys. So who's ready? Well, is everybody here? So what we're going to do is I'm going to call out a question. The first comment that comes up is going to be our winner. Okay? Are you guys ready? Ready? Okay. Let me change my camera around too. I don't know. That's such a pretty picture. Okay, guys. What was the first collection I showed you? What was the name of the first collection that I showed you? Remember, the first person whose comment comes up first is our winner.
Tina Morris.
Yay! Okay. What was the name of our slimline cards? What is the name of the slimline cards? First person who puts up a name, you have the slimline cards. Nope, it had a little bit different name, guys. Think about the wedding. No, it was part of the Cowgirl Way, but the slimline cards were called.
Ooh, close.
Oh, you're very close, Janice. Come on, change one of your letters. I think you fat fingered it. No, come on, Janice. You were one letter off. No, nobody yet. The closest was Janice. If she fixes that, let's see.
Rhonda. Rhonda is the winner.
Oh, did Rhonda get it? Oh, hi,
Yep.
Rhonda. Oh, Cowgirl Vow. Rhonda. Yes, Rhonda did. She came through up at there at the top. So our next question is, what was the name of the little boy paper?
There was a hint in that question.
Yeah. Does anybody remember the name of the baby boy paper? Joanna, yes, Little
No.
Cowboy.
Yep.
Okay, guys, what was the name of this junk journal collection? What was, we know the name, but what is it called in the collection? I went over it. Remember, I said we're going to recap. So, what was the name of this collection in the Cowgirl Way?
You're
Right,
right.
right. It's Cowgirl Way, but what is the name of the collection?
Yes, Tina Morris.
Oh, Tina Morris. Number. Oh,
Wait,
okay,
she won already.
Okay. What was the main color? What was the main color in the baby girl paper? I had mentioned it in there. What was the main color? Of the baby girl collection?
Yes.
Pink, Linda Hess. Yes.
Rhea got it completely.
Oh, did Ray get it first?
No.
Oh, Linda Hess did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda Hess got the baby girl paper. Okay, because you guys are going to need to know these names so you can go find it. Okay, guys, what was the name of the Cowgirl Way? What was the name of this collection?
It's like the tagline.
Yeah, every one of them's the Cowgirl Way, but there was a name of this. Companion. Oh, Nikki, companion pack. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Junk Journal companion pack. Good job, guys. You're doing so good in this rodeo. You guys are bouncing out there fast, getting off that bowl. Okay, everyone. What? Oh, everything's falling on the floor. Sorry, I got to pick things up. What was the name of the doodle pop? One of the doodle pops, just one of the doodle pops that went with the little girl collection. I'll show you the picture, but do you remember the name? Remember these? They have a name. I know this one's hard. Well, almost, Joanna, almost. Almost. Horse.
Giddy up.
Oh, it is. It's Giddy Up.
Yep.
Tom Lee. Woohoo! Oh, that goes in the baby girl. Okay, guys, I got one more question. One more. You know, you saw all of our Cowgirl collections, right? Now, do you remember we had the Cowgirl Bride? What was it called? So we did our main collections, and then we said that this one you would purchase separate because it was what collection is this? It's the Cowgirl Bride. No, it's what the tagline is like. Okay, you guys already got this one, so let me show you. You already got the Junk Journal Companion Pack. So what was the Cowgirl Bride called? Do you guys remember what that one was called? I know, because, oh, almost, Michelle. Because I know, guys. I know this is going to be, I mean, when you go online, we want you to know these names. You got to know the names of your horses, right? So we need you to know the names of your almost, kind of. Let's see. So we had the Cowgirl Way, and we had a Junk Journal Companion Pack, and then we had a Junk Journal Collection, and then we had a Cowgirl Bride. Oh my gosh, is this online yet? Maybe we should put it online so they can go look.
No, it isn't.
Do you guys remember? Oh, just a minute. Somebody, I just saw. No, somebody.
Nope.
No. Oh, no. Look at Linda. Oh no, almost. You guys are getting it. You guys are getting it.
All right, there you go.
Who got it?
Karina, is that how you think how you say that?
Oh yes. Yep, the add-on. It was the add-on. I know that one was hard, guys. So yes, thank you. So everybody whose name has won from our bull riding tonight, we're going to send you out a really fun Happy Mail prize. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to turn it over to Jacqueline because she's going to do the freebies. You guys, what other company do you know that does these freebies for you? Jacqueline has just, oh my gosh, this lady has worked so hard. She is now, I'm going to turn it over to her, and she's going to do this fun project with you that you're going to be able to make tonight. Yes, way to go, Cowgirls. Thank you so much for playing along with us.
Okay, so our first challenge was the photo challenge, which goes until tomorrow at 3. And our second challenge is a build a boot. And I've created a printable and cut files for all of you so that however you craft, you will be able to create your own little cowgirl or cowboy boot. So this is what it looks like. And it starts off with those that use a cutting machine. This gives you some helpful information about how to set it up in Cricut or Silhouette or whatever machine you use. So you might want to read that. This is for those that use a cutting machine as well as those that cut by hand. These are printables that you can use as is on this page. And I'm going to show you what this is in a moment. But again, it has information on how to put it together as well as for the cutting machine user. And then the last page is specifically for those that are creating by hand. And these are all the images that you can cut out. So I would print this on very light cardstock if you have it at home, or take it to, you know, the local library or office supply store and have it printed. So print it out on cardstock, then cut these out, and then you can use those as templates to cut out your pattern paper or other solid cardstock. These are fairly easy shapes to cut out. So, I mean, I did a bunch of these by hand as well, but I used the cut files also. So let me show you what I have here. I got all kinds of little goodies. Okay. I'm going to make at least one with you all. So here's how they come out. These are so adorable. They're 3 inches tall. But of course, if you have cut files, you can make them bigger or smaller, however you choose. But that's what they're sized for when you first open it up. This one, which you see on this page, so I cut out both boots and I backed them toward each other, and I only glued down the sides, kind of making a pocket. And so then I glued these 2 pieces together back to back, and then you have this cute little insert. I love this. I love putting the bow on this boot. It's like the cutest thing ever. This is from the Cowgirl Way, the companion pack. Super adorable. So let's put one together. So when you cut the flowers out, they'll look like this. They're just easy to match up. Just easy peasy. Glue together. Now, for those that are cutting by hand, this is an outline of the boot like this, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. That is way too much for a fussy cutter, in my opinion. But if you're using a cutting machine, then using an outline on the boot just gives it that, I don't know, that extra oomph that it needs as decoration. I just love that on there. So I just wanted to point that out, that you don't have to cut the outline if you're fussy cutting. That's way too much work. So really you get a shaft, is what I'm calling a shaft, which is this piece here. Here is our base boot. And then the outline, and my little heel sole piece is already kind of still in there, so I'm just going to leave it. And then my little strap, the pull strap right there. And the shoe is what I'm calling a boot shoe. These little pieces cut out like that. What's nice about these is that you can change up the color. And if I could pick this up. And that's what I did on mine. So you see I matched the lighter color when this was all brown. I don't know, it just gives it some depth, I think. So there's those pieces. I didn't cut out the flames for this show and tell, I guess. But then here's the little boot.
Jacqueline?
You can add that. Yes.
Can they go around the boot with a permanent marker?
Oh, yeah, they could. That would be great. You could even use like glitter glue or something like that. So it's super easy. You just cut out your pieces and start layering. You can use foam in between them if you wanted to. I like the more flat boot, so then you can slip them into your journals, your mini albums, folios. I mean, they go wherever you want them to go. Where is my outline? I love it. Let's see, what else do I have here? Okay. This is a little hard to get these thin lines, but it doesn't take you that long to add the adhesive to the backside. You could add some adhesive tape and then run it through your cutting machine. But I just think you might lose a lot of pieces that way. A lot of adhesive for little reward. Oh my goodness. So what you need to do is create your own boot, and there's going to be a post in Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, and you post your design, your creation. I got glue everywhere. In that post that has, you know, the image, you'll see it there. And then you can you'll be entered to win a prize. And these just kind of fit right down in there when you're using the outline, which is really nice. It's almost like they're just being popped right in there. I mean, look how cute that is. And it takes no time at all to make. These are fabulous. So I don't know if you need me to show you how to do the one back to back. I can. I do have all those pieces here, but I think you get the idea of how to create these. These are super fun. Like I said, once I got started, I just wanted to keep making them. So I'll make that live here in a few minutes, and you'll be able to pick them up on the blog, in the digital mercantile, and I'll probably do a post in Scrapbookers later. I don't have that one scheduled yet to go out. Okay, so I hope you enjoy these freebies, and I can't wait to see what you create with them. Tamara, are you there?
Thank you, thank you. They are so cute. One thing I was going to do, but I didn't get my made. I was going to make one and hang it off because they're 3 inches. So it'd be cute to hang it off these strings. That's why I have my strings hanging here. But I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not get to it. Now, before I go on to my project, I just want to tell you guys about tomorrow. If you have printed off the schedule, tomorrow morning, I'll be live with Jacqueline. And what we're going to do, you'll need to come on early, grab your seat ringside so that you can see everything up close. And we'll do some announcements, but then also I'm going to give the winners for these prizes. Now, the winners of the challenges, the boot, and if you post a picture of you in your cowgirl wear, you're going to win the Cowgirl collection. So we'll have what, 2 winners? Is there 2 challenges, Jacqueline?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to want to get in there and post because you're going to win the main Cowgirl collection kit. So tomorrow we'll start right at 5 because at 5:30, the videos are all recorded by our designers. So that's the thing, they're recorded. You can access them. They're not going to go away. They'll be on their YouTube channels. Make sure when you go to their YouTube channels, you are subscribing and you are also liking the video because they've done a lot of work and done some, oh my gosh, the projects are amazing, you guys. Wait till you see what they've done with the junk journal collection. 5:30, you have Sandy tomorrow. These are tomorrow night at Mountain Standard Time. You'll start with me at 5. 5:30, you'll have Sandy's tag book. It's oh my, I just can't tell you how gorgeous they came out. You have a mini book with Jacqueline, your freebie that will come in the collection. No, that one comes when you purchase your junk journal companion pack that she's showing the mini book right there. Then you have Michelle, her banner album at 7:30. Jen, you got to see those layered cards she did. They are beautiful. Kim made an ephemera organizer so you can cut. She uses the ephemera and then, oh my gosh, you can put your ephemera in there. You're going to just love that. Then Nicole, wait till you see her sliding barn door card. Hers is kind of late, but actually you can access these anytime. They're going to be such fun, beautiful projects that this collection, oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. Then don't forget to print this off, because what we all did was gave a list of what we used. Okay, like Sandy used her solids and plaids, a paper clip, eyelets. So all the additional supplies are on here with the main collection and everything at the top that they used. So, oh man, what a fun cropping weekend this is. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to show you how I made this. And one thing that's really fun, you can use any size envelopes, any size. This is a project I had learned a long time ago. Um, I don't remember if it was Stampin' Up! Or it's been a long time, because I made these many, many years ago on Authentique. We made them for Christmas. But isn't it just, they're just so pretty. A fun place to put a gift card using the effect. I did not have the companion pack yet, but you can use your companion pack with the pockets and different things like that for these pages. So first thing we're going to start off with is 2 envelopes. Mine are your standard, what, 4.5 by 5 3/4. I know, everybody, I don't know the A4s and I should, right? So it's like 4.5 by 5 3/4. They're a little smaller than 4.5, 4 1/4. I don't like this ruler. I've lost my ruler. And we had Wilbur run off with some things today. So we're going to start off with these. And then, you know what? I took our 65-pound cardstock. So if you're using white, that's okay too. I have these black. The 65-pound cardstock is much better for this little project. It makes it so that these will lay down flat. And since we have the black, I thought how cool to use these. So what we're going to do first is we're actually going to join our envelopes together. I'm not kidding. You can use any envelope. Here, I've got some others right here. So I have these that have a different flap. So what you're going to do is attach these together. If you have it with the pointy, then I would turn this over and cut this off. Okay, so you're just going to we're going to glue these flaps together. Like I said, if you've got a pointy envelope and you want to play with me to see how it works, just cut it off and make it more square. Actually, you really don't even have to do that, because we are going to stick it down further. So totally up to you. I would just probably to get it out of my way. So I'm going to open my glue bottle. And I'm just going to turn it over. I like these because it had the self-stick thingy. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just going to add adhesive here. I just close them both up. And so back to back, whoops, we're going to attach. Okay, my finger was stuck there on the glue. You know, I'm going to need my scoreboard. And I moved it for the video. I feel naked without it. You know, our air conditioner came back on and I'm freezing. Oh, here, I can close Jack's screen. Yes. Sorry. That was I needed to do that on my end. Sorry, guys. Thank you. I'm glad I looked up there. Okay. So I took my 2 flaps and I glued them together. Okay, on the outside. And you will want to measure your envelope. Like I said, mine's Mine's like 4 3/8 by 5 3/4. Excuse me. So measure yours to make sure of what size. And I'm freezing to death. Then you can take your 65-pound cardstock, whether it's black or white. Oh my gosh, everything got moved. Okay, I'll use my other cutter. I don't know where anything is. I am going to cut. So what you want to do is measure this. It's 4.5. You just want to measure this width of your envelope. So mine's, I'm gonna go 4.5. But I don't want it to be sticking out. So you want it to be 1/4 inch shorter. So I'm just going to cut mine at 8. Well, we want 2 of them that are 5 3/4 by 8 3/4, because my envelope is 5 3/4 long. Okay. So I have my 8 3/4. Now I'm going to cut 2 5 3/4. So you need like 1.5 sheets. And then for the center, oops, I put a center flap here. That's what this little flap is right here. And you basically make that your size. And card front's coming. Oh, yay. Okay. So I'm going to take my second piece and I'm going to cut this at 5 3/4 by 8 inches. I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger than what I did on that one. Okay, we're just going to score our pieces in half. And one thing I like to check is that it's going to be the same width as my envelope. Okay, we look good. So this one's 8. I'll score it at 4 inches. And then these two, I will score. These are 8 3/4. We're going to score these at 4 3/8. Both of them. There it is. You know what? It feels like winter down here. He must have turned that air conditioner upstairs. And you know, the basements are always cold where my studio is. I'm freezing. You know what? And at the rodeo, it's always cold. Unless it's summertime. Let me tell you, my son bull rode. He rode bulls. And in the winter, oh my gosh, we would sit in the arena and freeze to death in that dirty, stinky, but oh, it smells so good in some ways. It's always fun to be there. He did the high school rodeo stuff. Okay. So I have, as you notice, we have 2 that are about the same size and then our smaller one. Okay. Our smaller one, we are going to attach to the flap here. That's the 2 pieces we just put together. And if you have the self-sticking, if you don't, so I'll just go ahead and use it. If you don't have it, that's okay, because I still have to use glue. It's not enough to keep it shut. You guys, everything is live on Country Craft Creations, card fronts, junk journal. Now, let me tell you about the junk journal. It is still printing, okay? It is still printing. So it will not ship out. You need to give us 7 days and we will ship it right out. We do have some of just the main collection ready to go. Okay, we're going to lay that down. See, we're just going to bend that over. I shouldn't have taken my paper off because I don't want it to get stuck. And we will have it shipping out pretty quick. The printer is working on it. She was working on it some more today. It's going to go right on that seam. And then we will get it right out to you guys. Okay, that's going to be our center. Our little center flap. Now we want one on each side. Okay. Making sure I don't have anything sticking over. And it does. So I think I'm going to take a little bit off of each edge. Let's see. We have this, what, at 4. I'm going to take it down so that they are 4 1/4. Well, not quite. Just, there we go. Just a hair under 4 1/4. Of course. So match your envelope. Make sure you're happy with the fit. Okay, we're going to lay this down, but you want to make sure it does come to the edge. One thing you can do too, if you want to leave this as a pocket, you're going to glue just here, here, here. Then you can actually glue this on and have yourself a pocket. So I'll do this side and show you. Otherwise, you will put glue all over the whole thing. No matter if you keep it as a pocket or you glue it completely flat, you want to match up your outside edge. Super, super fun and easy. So if you're going to use it as maybe for a gift card, then you can have a pocket there. So I'll just use it for a tag. Like I said, or you can just glue the whole thing down. Here I did glue the whole thing down. So I added glue all over the back of my envelope. But here you can have a nice little pocket. Now you might even want to make the pocket so it's shorter. If you have your gift card, you can kind of put it in there and add glue, more glue up if you don't want it to go down so far in your envelope. So let's go ahead and I'll do both of these as pockets. Because we want the fold over here. Okay, and there, isn't that cute? You have yourself with a place you want to put a tag once it dries. Right there. Okay, now I want to show you how I cut the papers with those graphics. And that was one of the main things, was to show you how you can create with the junk journal collections. For those of you, especially if you're saying, I don't want to cut it. See how I cut my little goats? And that was from that one page. So I'll give you the measurements here in a minute. And there's our barn. So I did cut that out. These will be tags. And then I wanted to wait and cut the cover with you, but I did cut my matting. So I will be using this plaid on the front and the back. And again, you need to just match your, measure. So 5 3/4 by 4 3/8. So I need to make this at 5 5/8. Oh, it is. It just seemed too long. Let's try this again. It's too wide. So take it all the way down to 4 1/4. Oh my gosh. And here, somebody left the wild horses out. Sorry, guys. They came running down. Okay, I'm going to use the Catherine Pooler Cargo. I like the cargo with this. It is a little bit dark, and so it really added some depth to it. And look at that. Oh, ignore my backside. This was our test papers. Don't want to do that. Our test papers, and so the plaids got put on the plaids. Hi, Linda. Well, right now I'm freezing. I'm down in my studio and the air is cold. Oh, I love the Catherine Pooler inks too. If you've never tried them, let me tell you. So I usually go on the back side at first, especially when they're new, because they're very, very like pigmented. I need to fix this. My blade's terrible. I need to use my other cutter and I can't find it. Okay, so this is where I wanted to go in and show you how I'm cutting this paper to become my cover, because I know a lot of you have never used a junk journal size of 8.5 by 11. Sometimes you look at that line and you're like, no, I don't think I'm going to cut it. Yes, you are. You're going to put this at 5.5. Jacqueline's already made it very simple for us. Oh, we will use that. And then this is going on the back, but I knew I wanted this cow here to be my main focus. And my matting is 4 1/4. So I always put this in my cutter first because we're going to cut this at 4. See, I don't want to cut any of him off. So just come up here to the top. I'm going to take 1 inch off. Nope, still gonna, I don't want to cut his legs off at all. So I just took 3/8 of 1 inch off. I'm not too worried about the flowers because I made flowers and covered it. Well, here, we're just going to go like that and cut it where I want it. And I just cut it wrong, guys. I did. I cut him wrong. Let me grab my second one. I cut it the wrong orientation. And that wasn't very great. Ooh, yeah, you got him. Oh, let me tell you, they did such a great job on those mystery boxes. Okay. Let's try this again. 5.5 is what I wanted. I was wondering why I was having such trouble. Keep those because we're going to cut that out. So it's 5.5 by 4. I went a little over 4. No, no, I do it often. So that's going on the back because it has a. I might cut 1/8 of 1 inch off of each side so that I can. Yeah, this is 4 1/4 by 5 5/8. So let me just trim about 1/8 of 1 inch off the top and 1/8 of 1 inch off the side. I know, now you guys won't. Okay, there we go, because we want that beautiful plaid to show once you have what you're looking for. Now see that matches so well, and so it looks really good when you blend it in on the sides to make it look like the rest of the junk journal. Now you won't have the plaid on this side, guys. So this was my sample papers from the printer. So we're going to put that down. Now, if you want to put a lace or ribbon down, you can definitely put that on before you do your matting. I didn't. I felt it was fine without a closure. And again, you can put this and make an envelope and just pop it in the mail, or you can just use it as a cute little brag book in your purse, folio. So let's turn this over to the back. And what I did on the back, of course, I had used this other paper, and I just used a piece of, I used the blue plaid here, and I'm just going to use a piece that came from our solid, more of the solids. And you've got so many to play with here. Let's go with, I didn't cut it yet. Let's go with one of these. See, I'm just going to use the back of one of our printed. So we already know we need to go just a hair short of 4. And I went 5.5. No, we'll have to take an eighth of an inch off. So let's go with 5 3/8. And see, you'll notice it picks up that turquoise. I just love it. Okay. And this is just also a fun little gift if you want to give it with a present, and you could put just a memory picture of the bride or the groom if you're doing it for the wedding, or if you're just doing it for a card with a gift card, that's fun too. And just add a picture or two. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this beautiful frame here. And see, I don't want to use a full sheet for this. Plus, when you cut it the right way, you just have a little frame at the bottom. So that's why I popped it there. Yeah, sometimes you just need a quick project, and you need to put a photo or two. But this is just also a nice card, and they can put their own photos in. I just love that. Now, you could also use a sentiment from the card, which I did on this one. I used the country love story from my card pack. And okay, where'd it go? I have the other one I cut. I don't know where anything is. I'm telling you, we have been having so much fun just getting this collection together that it's all over my studio. Okay, let's do some decorating on the inside. Okay, so I took my barn, same measurements. Well, this one's 4 1/8 by 5.5, and it's the blue. Again, you won't have this. Ignore that. This came out 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. This is on a page together. This is on the one side, and this is the other side. And so I cut them down, and these guys are going to go right there on opposite sides. Isn't that cute? Oh, I know that barn. Oh, just the wildflowers, just everything with it. So I'm going to use from the plaids and solids, the brown side. And don't be afraid this way to cut up your junk journal. Like that, it is called junk journal because it's the perfect size to make your traveler's notebook. And um, if you're going to use them with, like, what's it called? Golden books. Or you just want to make a junk journal by scratch, they're going to fit perfect. But they're also going to fit perfect in these and the album that I showed you that I'm going to be making for the bridal planner. And not much waste. That's what I love about it. Oh, I love their sweet little faces. So if you're just joining us or you didn't see Jacqueline, she posted the junk journal. It is live. It is available for purchase now, and the card fronts. And then you can also purchase the junk journal full collection where we've put the 3-in-1 collections together. And then the bride is going to be your add-on because we knew not everybody would want the bride. So you could purchase that separate. But you've got so many papers to work with. And I will get them counted for you, but I believe it's about 80 papers. Now, I'm telling you, I'd get me a frame. These would be in frames. They're so pretty. So this is going to go on this flap on the left-hand side. Oh, let me get a hold of it here. There we go. And you can use your tall, thin envelopes. How fun would that be? Any size envelope you can use. Any size. A big 5x7, just you'll have to cut your matting to fit. And of course, when you make your little flaps, just measure, double it, and score in half. Oh, I just love their little faces. You know, we had goats. Their faces weren't that cute. One of them, he was naughty. He broke my windows. Not once, but twice. Okay, let's do our little flap. Here's the original. So I had cut, remember that barn scene with the big barn in the middle? I cut the hay and the saddle. And then I'm going to use the same one. So I wanted to show you how I cut her. And then the flowers. So let's measure your center piece here. And mine measures out to 4 inches. It's going to be 4 inches by 5 3/4. So I want to find my Cowgirl, the shadow, only because my papers are kind of scattered. Nope, there she is. And you don't always have to cut them in half. Oh, you know what? Let me see. On this one, I have to show you something. I had to use 2 papers. So I'm not going to do that this time because our shadow is on the back of here. So I won't use that. I mean, I won't do that again. But I'm going to cut this at 3 7/8. And I want a little bit more centered. So I'm going to take 3/4 of an inch off. But keep that because that's a great border strip. And we're going to cut this at 3 7/8. There we go. A little more of that cow print. Now we are going to have to cut her legs off. There's nothing I can do. Sorry, guys. And I did the double matting on here. I'm not going to do the double matting this time. Oh, noisy rodeo sounds. What can I say? Gotta have a new blade. Okay. I did double mat. I did not prepare double matting. I really should have, but for time, I'm going to go ahead and just cut it a little bit bigger to fit, which is fine there too. Because I mean, we've had a busy rodeo day, and tomorrow I cannot wait for you guys to create the projects. And remember, you don't have to have, because you won't have it yet. If you have petals and letters, junk journal, or you can even use your own collection. Yes, release the hounds to go, like you said, the rodeo clowns, the beagles. So actually, it's just as pretty without the double matting. This one I double matted with the browns. So the backside had the whiskey barrel. And so what I'm going to put on the back here is probably, let's cut this here at 5 5/8 because I want to keep that intact. And I don't want flowers there. 3 7/8. Or I can use the backside, which actually will look really good there. And you can pop a photo on there. You could actually pop one of the journaling cards on there. So much you're going to do with this collection and the add-on pack because you've got so much ephemera to work with. Okay, now what I would do, let me grab one of my black pieces that we had that right here. This was left over, and this one just measured a 4 by 5. It's 4 by 5 3/4. I'd want to cut it down, but you can definitely, you'll have to cut it down to fit. So let's cut this down to 5 1/4. I'm going to leave it at 4. Whoops. And you can put a card in there. Okay. You could even make it a little bit longer than 4. Oh yeah, you sure could. You just don't want it to get in the way of folding, but now you'll be able to put that in there if you want to. Okay, I did cut the papers for the inside here, which I'm going to do a little bit different. Here I did just the back sides so I could put photos there. And that's where Lexi said, well, that's where you need to put the picture of me when I was out in the field with horses. It's on my debit card. She was only, what, 3. Okay, so what I did is I cut my matting and I cut these journaling cards, not journaling cards, but I cut the lines so that actually I can do journaling in here. I'll put one here and then I'll put one on the other side and then we'll pick another graphic to cut together. Like I said, I wanted to do some cutting with you so that you would see how easy it is, to cut those graphics. So I do need to take 1/8 of an inch off the sides because we don't want it to fit. And that was our flap we made. And with the black, it's hard to see. This one will go over on the other side. Now I'm not going to ink the blue. I'm just going to ink my cards. And these I cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. So 3 7/8 and 5 1/4, and you can cut them even a different size if you need. See, this one's correct. So you'll have plaid on one side and solid on the other in your patterns and plaids pack. Ouch. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my finger popping. I hate that. But now we've got a nice spot, if you're going to use it for a card, you can journal on there. Okay, do the right side. Just checking my fit. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but it's pretty late where some of you are. So thank you for hanging out with us on this fun rodeo night for our kickoff. Don't forget to go back to Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook and get go into the featured tab, because there's a challenge. We want you to post by 5 p.m. tomorrow, or 3 p.m. tomorrow, I think. You need to post a picture of you so that you'll win the main Cowgirl collection. Yes, or early. Nikki, I know. You got to stop staying. We got to quit meeting like this. No. So far, isn't this just adorable? So here, though, we want a really cute graphic. Again, let me show you. I just used that, but I'm going to get out the cow because I love that one. Well, no, let's do something different. Let's go with the gate. Of course, if you want to put photos there, I wouldn't want to really cover the gate. So let's not. Let's go back to our original plan. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's just so much, you guys. There is so much you can do. So what I'm going to do is use the cow on this side, and yes, I'm going to use this side. Okay. So I'm going to cut 3 7/8. But don't worry, you get more than one sheet in your collection, so that's the cool thing. And we are cutting. Wait, what did I do that for? This isn't my usual. I did 3 7/8. You know what I did 3 7/8 for? Because I thought I was double matting. I want all this pretty stuff. So we're going to cut at 5 5/8. We're going to cut a little bit more. We're going to turn it around and cut our 5/8. Take off the 1/8 of an inch. I really should double mat this. Ooh, oh, you're kidding me. Okay, I got a little bit more border than I like, but that's okay. Oh, I want to mat this. So you know what? If you're cutting this, cut it at 4. I cut it a quarter. I was thinking I was going to have a map there, and I'm not. So I have a 1/4 inch borders, but that's okay. The black will be my double matting, right? You wouldn't be able to tell unless I told you. But cut yours at 4. You're going to want it at 4. So on this side, I'm going to turn it over because I want this pretty stuff. And yes, I'm going to cut it at the 4. And this won't matter. I'll just go 5 5/8. But when you see this and when you get this in your hands and you look how gorgeous it is, you're just going to be amazed. This reminds me, it looks like I'm walking in an old hotel, and you know how the registers at the front desk, because that's what that reminds me of. You know, that would even be cute, but that's not the theme I'm going for. Okay. Now we've got 2 pockets in this one. Like I said, you can leave out your pockets. We have our pockets. We have places for photos. If you want to cover the cow, you've got your journaling. Oh, are you dying? And then you can take, if you want to use any lace or I just have this. Now, this did come from my stash. And I'm going to use our fabric tack, which we do sell. I'm going to put one on each edge. So we'll measure here. Yes, Janice, you are an early riser. I know that for a fact. I would get up when she'd stay for retreats, and she'd be up, the kitchen would be clean, and she'd be already making everybody's coffee for them. It was actually really great. I used to tease her, you want to come live with me? I like fabric tack. You do need a little more time to dry, but it dries pretty quick. And you can use a little bit of it with hot glue and a clothespin, which I will use here in a second. I'll just add my lace to the edge. So this also can, oh, well, it's catching quick. It can be like a, well, it's catching really quick. Awesome. It can be like your little mini junk journal. Oh, I'm telling you, Janice, if you guys ever need a place to live, come on by. We got downstairs now. You can just be here. And I'll just come live in your barn if I need a place. Of course, I just might be packing up and moving to your barn. I love the barns. Janice is on a farm, a big farm. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? This fabric tack is nice, guys. I've used it on paper. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed with this. We do have it online. We do have it in the store. The permanent fabric adhesive. I love it. Okay, let's grab a sentiment from our cards. And I know it's late, but you guys want me to make the flowers with you? Or am I killing you with time here? Oh, here they are. I don't know where they went. They're probably in the bag, so I'll use this one. Okay, I will make them. So let's go with, oh, these are kind of wedding-y. I took the one that wasn't. Let's do, how about let's celebrate? Because this could be a really fun birthday. I'm going to cut it. Oh, cut it a little too close. Oh, you're on the East Coast? Okay, and you say yes. Absolutely. I would love to. So these are just your solid colored ones. I mean, your white one. They're not the different colors because they're probably in my bag here. And actually, it's kind of cute with the cow. So I take my bone folder. And I go backwards. I don't know where Tiff's at. Miss her, though. Okay, let's celebrate, right? Cute. So I'm just going to kind of arch it there. All right, let's make some flowers. So let's check our inside. Isn't it cute? You can also put sentiments here. Again, you can write a sentiment, put some photos. Love it. Now you can also, if you don't want to do the flowers, you definitely can use the Prima flowers that I show with the wedding, because look at this. But my favorite punches in the world. Okay. Let me see how many layers I did. One, two. Oh, I did 2 big and 1, 2, 3, 4 little. So we need 4 big. And this is where I just take my scraps. Might be able to get, and we want 4. Are those the Tim Holtz scissors that I still haven't got? Do I owe you some scissors, Tina? No, these were the uniquely creative scissors. Wait a minute, that you still haven't gotten? Am I supposed to be sending you scissors? Now, I've had these for years. This is what I've used always when making flowers. They're the Fiskars, and oh, it's just, no, you were saying, okay. I think you can still get them on Amazon, though, but I had gotten all mine at Michael's. So there's those 4. Then I'm just grabbing my scraps, and we want to make some small ones. So I need 6 small ones. I'm just looking for some scraps of good colors here. Now this is the small one, and I'll tell you, if it ever runs out, I'm going to be just really upset. Here we go. These will be pretty. Can even get kind of a flower there. Okay, I want to show you this one. This is one I had started. I made it into a faux rose. You just by gluing in the center. And the video's really old, but I've done this punch, and then I make roses with it. I'll have to do a newer one, but you just glue those petals all together, and then you'll create a rose. So these are what you want is a 5. You want a 5 petal punch to make a rose. Let me show you something that I use here. You guys, I can never find, I never can find anything, right? And it's the truth. This right here is just one of my microfiber cleaning cloths. So on video here, I apologize if it looks crummy. You know what? I don't like the Tim Holtz scissors, but I gave them to my husband. I'll use them to cut like wire or something like that, but I mostly use these and those uniquely creative. Okay, so it's up to you. What I do is I just roll the center. So if you don't have, I do have those flower mats, but I just use a towel. You can even use a washcloth. So I just want it to, if you push down on your board, it's not going to do anything. You need to have that squishiness. We're just going to take one of these. Now, I got this at Hobby Lobby many years ago. I know Hobby Lobby still has some flower things. We're just making flowers, dear, and we'll be done. He's laughing at me. So I'm just going to quickly go in. Oh, that's kind of dark. I don't want that side. We'll go blue because I'll show you the next step. Just do it until it goes into a ball. Don't push too hard. You don't want to tear it. Okay, that's it right now. Okay. Now you're just going to pinch the petals in half, especially if you want to turn this into a rose. Oops. Or you can use your finger in there. We're going to do this to all of them. Janice says hello, Rick.
Huh?
Janice said hello.
Oh,
She's
hey.
going to come live with us.
Who?
Janice.
Oh,
He has a popsicle in his mouth. He can't talk.
ask her if she's still, if it's humid over there.
Is it still humid over there, Janice? Rick wants to know. She'll answer in a minute.
Wicked.
Oh, he said wicked. Is it wicked humid over there? It's funny when the two get together. So everybody, as I see Janice's name, it's brutal, she said. As I see Janice's name, I hear her New England, Boston, New York accent. She can't decide which one she wants to say. It's wicked humid. And then Rick's New Hampshire accent. And it's just funny to listen to the two of them converse. It's like foreign languages. Because they both park their car at the backyard barn door, whatever it is they say. All right, so we're gonna pinch them, and that's about it. That's all it takes, and it doesn't even matter. See, they're not always in the center. So I want 2 large for each flower and 3 small. So you'll just kind of pick out your colors. I'll put that down in the center. So let's make them even. And I'm going to use the blue side. So the side you want out is the side you have to pinch those babies up. There we go. Dot in the center. And the reason I like the 5 petal, they're easy to offset. So see, I offset my petals. And that's how we're going to keep going, is offsetting. Oh, this one first. And then I'll put the blue in the center. And however many sets that you start putting together, is your flower will get super, super full. So you can do more than this, and your flower will be just really super full. Now, sometimes if it's not, I just wrap it around the ball here. Yeah, you park your car. Yeah. Yeah, that thing. I can't say it. I'm from Utah. What can I say? I have a Western accent. I have a rodeo accent. No, I don't even have that. Dot in the center. Art glitter glue does work well. Just offset your petals. Whoops. Okay, offset those petals. Now, ooh, I didn't realize I cut that kind of, I didn't get it in the cutter all the way, but it's okay because it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can let your flower petals flip out. Okay, there we go. I have my little jar of antique mother pearls. Buttons. So you can use buttons. Prima makes the most perfect pearls. And I'll give a prize to the first person who says, why don't I have them with me? Because Tammy can't what? Come on, who wants a prize? What is it? I never can finish my sentence because I can't. That's too big. I love these because they're really old. And this is a perfect place for twine. Janice gets a, yep, Tammy can't find them. Even Lexi and I both looked for them too. Okay, that's too thick. I need a thinner twine, so we'll deal with that later. Yep, Tammy can't find them. Janice gets another prize. Usually hot glue, but I'm going to try this because I think it's going to work really well. And I have this studio down here, and I can't find them. I have no idea. Okay, well, that one is settling down and drying. Aren't they pretty? And here's the fun thing. I know, to buy the flowers, there I like those too. But it's always fun also to make them to match. Okay, get up here. There we go. Because we want to offset. We want to offset there so that our petals are offset. Bend those up a little bit more. Oh, I put it on the petal. So we'll put the blue in the center. That blue just adds, the turquoise adds a little oomph to it. Kind of squish it up. You can ink those. I did ink the edges on the other one. I forgot. Oh yeah, pearls, they're prills. They don't, as far as I know, make them anymore. Okay. Some of my Fabri-Tac that we have at the warehouse. And let's pick a different color. I mean, these are old. Old. That's why I chose them. There we go. Okay, let me grab our book. And our flowers, and then I'll show you what else I did. So I'll use the Fabri-Tac because it seems to be working really well. So I'm kind of pushing my flowers together. And then what I did with my lace out of this was just in my stash. And I added glue to it. And you probably don't see it on camera, but you do see it if you're up close. So I put it underneath here and I just kind of shoved it in there. Let me get up here closer. I just shoved it in there. Whoops. And it almost looks like a lacy rickrack edge. So I shoved it in there with my flowers. But I wadded it up, so there we go. I wanted it to be wadded up. Okay, art glitter glue does work really well too. This dries really super fast. You won't see me use it a lot except for on the fabric and on fabric or lace. It's actually, it's not water-based. So it's not supposed, I was reading it is not water-based because it does not, of course, we're not going to wash these, but there's no water in it is one of the things. I'm double checking here does it have orange? It doesn't tell us. Well, it's flammable. There, it tells us that. Anyway, it seems to do really well. Art glitter glue is good too, but it did not grab it that fast. Yes, I did that on the other one. Woo! So, you can use it on, now I have one lady that teaches at our store and she only uses this on her white matting because it doesn't show through because it's not water-based. I've tried it. I like them both. But I only use this really on fabric, but it will work great on your paper too. It's mostly just for fabric and ribbons. but some crafters do use it on everything. So I'm just going to take some of this twine. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around my fingers twice. I'm going to go kind of between here. I'm just going to tie it off. Take it from my finger, hold it down, and pull it tight if possible. But I kind of want it to be loopy, okay? But not too big. Now, I've never had problems with art glitter glue grabbing onto the natural twine. It seems to grab it really well. And so I'm going to pop that up here, actually up at the top. A lot of junk journal people, use it. I got to pay attention here. I've got glue going everywhere. Where's my tweezers? A lot of junk journal people use it, but it does not dry. I mean, it dries clear but shiny. Okay, that's not. I got to hold it for a second. Trim that end. And yes, it looks like a bow. You were so right, Janice. I actually left those out longer, and I didn't leave that's the lace you can see at the bottom. And then I did tie some twine around the side here. If you want, you certainly can. This is the last thing. You kind of need a finger to help you out here when you're doing that. Now, the thing with this on the side, this is where you could hang that cute boot Jacqueline made, but it kind of makes it look like a junk journal. And I'll add a dab of glue there to hold my little bow down onto the spine. I may have to use hot glue. Okay. There you have. The other one I just left streamers hanging. And then you've just got your cute little envelope folio. You guys, I hope you are just enjoyed playing with me with this paper. And many of you I know will be getting yours in about a week. It is printing, so when you order, it won't go out right away. It'll go out like Wednesday or Thursday next week. The orders will. And tomorrow, you've got a lot of videos. So there's our cute little folio that you can create with just 2 envelopes and 1.25 inch. You want, if you're going to make tags, piece of your 65-pound cardstock. So I hope you guys try this. Use your long envelopes. Use any envelopes that you want. It's just a fun way, especially with the holidays coming. You can pop these into gifts and just have that little extra surprise when they open it with a photo or two, and just a little mini junk journal. But tomorrow, again, we'll start right at 5, and I will announce the winners to the challenges, the one that Jacqueline posted. You can get your freebie over at countrycraftcreations.com, and you want to go up into the digital mercantile at the top of the screen and make sure that you download it and post the picture of you in your cowboy garb or cowgirl, and we will pick 2 winners to win the main collection. Isn't it just gorgeous? So thank you for spending this night with me tonight at the rodeo, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Good night, everybody, and happy Friday. And I don't know, Jacqueline, did you need to come back on?
No, that's okay.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Thanks, everyone.
Dinner time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.